now with some white and least amount of lamella on that, let's come over here and drop in the sun. And we need to drop in that same glue in the water. Just like that over there. Just some basic negations will do it. Pick up a clean finger and just blend them. So with another fan brush with soft bristles, I will just load up some water into that. I'm just gonna blend it. Then under itself, and load it more of water to paint the water. You want it to be fairly dark over there on the horizon. So now the next step is to drop in some texture on these grass. And for that I'm using the number 2 fan brush loaded with some black, very little paint. Just aiming to get that texture. Load up more of that paint. And let's drop in some of those textures over here too. Turn the brush, look out for things which works for you and just proceed with those. Let's drop in some out there too. Okay, and on this path we'll add in some texture. With another shade of green, I'll just come over here and just drop in some mid-tones, not exactly highlights, some mid-tones on these grasses. Okay, something over there and some over here too. And I want this to be pretty flat. Okay, so now I've just taken a break from those grass and I've switched gears to these trees. And I'm using the worn out filbert brush, number 6 filbert brush, which is worn out. Just basically looking for some mid-tones. Don't want to have too much of that. I'm looking for a very contrastish painting. Okay, something over there and maybe just a touch on these. Same thing in the water. And you can just blend them. So now I'll go with another coat of darkness on these trees. I felt they were too bright than expected, so just do it like that and maybe curve this a bit. That I want this to be round in shape. Fine. Now let's go back to the grass, and I'm just adding in some textures. And these are maybe somewhere in the mid ground. I want everything to fit together. Again, I'm using the number 2 fan brush for this. and as I run out of paint, I'll apply more pressure. Okay. I'll load in more of that color. For that, it's that easy. So now with a very soft peach color, let's come over here and drop in the highlight to this path. Something like that. And I felt this was a bit too sudden stop of trees. For that, instead of going like that, I'll turn the brush and tap it very lightly with very little paint. Just like that, to the shadows. Just go there very gently. So with this, I come to the end of this painting. I hope you have enjoyed it, and thanks for watching.